Hello, everybody. Welcome to Love Your Love Muscle, our bi-weekly podcast brought to you by the Transformational Meditation Group. I'm Seb. I'm the founder of this group, a group for people that uses meditation and self-regulation techniques to change their lives and the lives of others, of course, in a positive way. Today, it is all about instinct, intuition and intent and the dance between those, or dancing with all three, right? What is the deal here? Normally, I talk a lot about heart, okay, our heart feelings, our intuition, which we say is our gut feeling, but also our heart plays a big role in our intuition. Actually, those that do a lot of heart-focused meditation and self-regulation techniques notice that their intuition becomes more clearer, that you can trust it better. And today I actually wanted to interview someone that contacted me and wanted to get interviewed, wanted to get some free promotion, which is of course perfect and fine. And this person wanted to talk about instinct and intent. His work was all about instinct and intent and not so much about intuition. So I had a talk with him and said, oh, right, but can we introduce intuition into the discussion as well, and how you would combine all that? It was perfect. Unfortunately, I had to postpone our interview, the recording, a day later. And for some reason that wasn't all right with this person. It was okay to postpone it, but you know what? He said, let's just forget about the whole interview. Let's not do it. Okay, great. And that's typically what I notice with people that are going only through their instinct and not think it through. Because what is instinct actually versus intuition? Instinct is something that is programmed inside of you. It's part of your nature, right? That you get afraid of a bear running after you. An instinct says to you, run away, hide, right? Or some other action that will make sure that the bear doesn't attack you or notice you. So that's part of our instinct. So that's pre-programmed. It's in our genes, to say it that way. And we can change it, but we change it. We change our instincts gradually with self-regulation and meditation techniques. We can change this automatic response to something that is a little bit different. Often you can't get instinct away, but you can make sure that you don't overreact in an instinctive way, right? That you can see more clearly and get a better overview before you switch on the autopilot and then run the correct program. So that whole dance I'm going to explain right now. So unfortunately, my guest didn't want to come on board. So I'm doing it alone, and I want to talk about instinct in a positive way because I'm not against it. It's a part of us, right? So we should work with it. And I find it interesting to really go more in depth into how to use your instinct, intuition in combination with an intent to reach your goals. So let's just sum things up a bit before we do a guided session where we train combining intent, instinct, and intuition, the three I's. So let's just say that instinct is our biological programming, right? So the automatic response hardwired into a system through evolution. That's our instinct, to say it just more clearly. Think of how you instinctively pull your hand away from a hot surface before your conscious mind even registers the heat, right? You already pull it away. So that's hardwired, it's programmed. And those that have listened to the podcast and have noticed my story with instinct is my automatic pilot, my automatic programming on how I reacted to certain changes in a negative way. I managed to change that instinct. Intuition, on the other hand, is more subtle. It's knowing without knowing that you know, or how you know. right? It's this gut feeling, as people say it, even though we really do science about it, it's more coming from the heart. There's something in the environment we pick up that gives us a sign, a message like, oh, this is my intuition talking to me. And when you do heart-focused meditation and self-regulation techniques, live more from the heart, that intuition becomes stronger and you can use the information in a better way. It becomes more clear on how to react to it. Instinctively, sometimes maybe, right? So that's one thing. Then there is intent. Yeah, intent is the direction you want to go in. My goal. I want to go that way. This is my intention. This is what I want to, the information I want to bring out into the world. This is how I want things to be. That's your intent. So normally we set an intention while breathing through our heart and use more our heart-focused work, our intuition, our feelings to get that intent into life. Our instinct is what we then actually try to change a bit, right? So how do you distinguish between instinct and intuition in everyday life? So instinct is your immediate reaction. Yeah. So when you do your meditation and your self-regulation technique, you manifest something, your immediate reaction in the back of your mind is, this doesn't work, or I've never been taught that. Yeah. So or like I had on a reaction on sudden changes in my environment, reacting negatively right away. It's focused on short-term survival instinct. Like, I run, I have to hide. It's fear-based. Basic needs should be met all the time. And loudest in a moment of perceived danger. Again, fear-based. Instinct is often fear-based. Intuition builds gradually and persists, right? So it's always there. And the more you focus on it, the more you focus on your heart-based living, as I often promote, your intuition grows, or that voice, the intuition becomes louder, easier to detect. Your instinct gets away from the intuition a bit. The instinct to not trust your intuition gets away. Intuition takes longer, right? It's subtle. It's small changes. So it takes longer to get accustomed to. It takes longer to notice your state of being and the information you get through. Intuition feels calm even in challenging situations. So if you use your intuition, you naturally have to be quiet, right? You have to be calm. Otherwise, you're always in instinct mode, in survival mode. And intuition is about sensations, images, knowing rather than words. It's often difficult to explain. It's a feeling you have. I can't explain it. I know it's true. Yeah, for me it's true. Something makes sense here. So that's your intuition when you start talking in that kind of words, those sentences. And also intuition brings a sense of expansion rather than contraction. Instinct is hiding, right? Get away. Intuition is expanding. You open up to possibilities because you have to open up to get the information from your intuition true. And the more you're able to open up and sit down and relax into it, the more information you get. And when you get that information, you can do more with it. Instinct is very limited. Anyway, you should not judge either the one or the other, right? Instinct isn't bad. I was talking a bit about instinct like it's not a good thing, but it's a good thing. You need to have your instincts in place, right? The thing is what we do with it, how we react on our instincts, how we regulate it, and there we can use intuition. And we can set an intent to balance those two, to make everything work in a perfect dance in tandem. All right, let us go to our meditation. Yeah, I had a lot of notes. You see, I'm doing this a bit ad hoc because of that interview that didn't go through. But yeah, so our intent is very important here to uh, set an intention to balance our intuition and instinct and not run only our instinct, but also include our information from our intuition into it. And thereby dampen the instinct a bit, get more intuition and balance those two out. All right, let's just get started with our session. It becomes more clear when we just do the session and do a short meditation and you really live the information I'm giving you. All right? So find a comfortable position, make sure you have good enough support. You can lay down, you can be seated. I always advise to be seated here, just sitting in a chair, relaxed, find a comfortable position and put both feet on the ground if you're sitting. Make sure you feel good enough support and just allow your eyes to close, soften your gaze, whichever feels more natural. Okay, so relax, settle down and just begin by bringing your awareness to your breath. Become more aware of your breath. Breathe in slower and deeper, calming the system down, calming yourself down. Noticing the sensations of the air flowing in and flowing out. Just settle down in that calm, slow rhythm. Nice. Beautiful. Keep that focus point, that point where you feel your breath the most right now. Keep your focus on it. Let it be your anchor. So whenever your mind wanders off, you're not here and now anymore. When you notice your mind wandering off, get back to that anchor point, get back to your breath. Without judgment, without frustration. Now bring to mind a situation in your life where you're seeking guidance or clarity. And hold this situation lightly in your awareness without trying to solve it. So just find a situation in your life where you want more guidance or clarity. Could be anything. Keep it in your awareness. Don't analyze, don't solve it, just have it ready. Now let's connect with our instinct. For a moment, bring your attention to your solar plexus. It's the area just above your navel. And as you consider your situation, notice any immediate reactions arising here. Is there tension, a desire to move forward or away? Simply observe these instinctual responses without judgment. It's the first thing that comes up. You consider your situation. You want to move forward or away. Observe. Now shift your awareness to the center of your chest, the heart space. This is the area where intuition speaks its deeper wisdom. And continue holding your situation in mind and notice any subtle feelings, images or knowings that arise from this heart center. And unlike the immediate reaction of instinct, intuition often unfolds more gently, with a quality of spaciousness, a sense. Have your situation in mind. With your awareness in your heart center, feel any feelings, notice any images or knowings that arise from the center. Notice the difference. Now finally bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows, sometimes called the third eye. And this is where we can access and direct our intent. It's our vision for the future. And from this center, consciously form an intention related to your situation. It's not about controlling the outcome, but about the quality of awareness and presence you wish to bring. Perhaps an intention to remain open, to trust the unfolding process, or to act with compassion. Now feel the relationship between these three centers. The instinctual wisdom from your gut, your solar plexus, the intuitive knowing of your heart, and the directed intent from your mind. Notice how they might inform and balance each other, creating an integrated guidance system that honors all aspects of your being. And as we prepare to close this meditation, take a moment to appreciate this inner ecosystem of wisdom, your birthright as a conscious being. When you are ready, just become more aware of your surroundings, the room you are in, any sounds in the room. Breathe normally. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, move your body back and forth from side to side. And if you had your eyes closed, slowly open them and carrying this integrated awareness with you into the rest of your day. Wonderful. So I hope that meditation made things more clear, right? That you now know the differences and actually they have a place in your body. So your gut feeling is what people call intuition. It's not really, it's more instinctive, right? It's your direct reaction to things. And then you get the wisdom of your heart. And I talked a lot about that. Intuition there. Wisdom. There's a knowing without that you know how you know it. There is something there. It picks it up from the space around you. Often people that are living from the heart, that are very heart focused, that have a balance between their gut feeling, their heart, their instinct, their intuition. They notice a flow in their lives because they they integrate their instinct with the information that they pick up in that heart, in the electromagnetic field of the heart, that information that comes to them. It comforts them. It makes sense for them. And when they then combine that with their intent, they can change their state of being with intentionally and know in what state of being they have to be to reach a certain goal. Then you have magic. That's the dance between the three: intent, instinct, and intuition. And to make that intent happen and succeed, you have to balance instinct and intuition. And now you know the differences, right? Pre-programmed, and your intuition that regulates that instinct. An instinct that can regulate your intuition, and bring those two together intentionally so you can live that life more balanced. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope to see you back next time. Take care, be safe, and namaste.